Welcome to the gardening series. We're going to be harvesting and preserving tomatoes today for winter soup, so stay tuned. Good morning, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're in the gardening series and we're going to be harvesting tomatoes this morning, and I'll be slicing them and putting them in the dehydrator and preserving them for winter soups. So let's get some harvested. I have the flowers that are repelling some bugs that attack my tomatoes, so my tomatoes are really healthy. Plus, with this basil here growing next to the tomatoes, with the ripened tomatoes plucked off the vine, the energy will now go to the green tomatoes, and next week I'll have another harvest ready. So here's how much tomatoes I've got so far. We'll just take them into the house. I'm back in Becky's Homestead kitchen, and we're going to be preserving our tomatoes that we've been harvesting from the garden. So today what I'm going to do is wash them, and then I'm going to slice them and put them in the trays, and we're going to dehydrate them. This dehydrator is a Mr. Coffee dehydrator. It was a gift to me. So another free item for the homestead. This does not have temperature settings on it. I cannot adjust it. It's just turn it on and go. I just may watch to see how dry they become. So we're going to give this about 4 to 6 hours to dry out, and we'll check them. After leaving this set for 12 hours dehydrating, we pretty much got the consistency I was looking for. A total dry, crispy, chippy consistency. Taste test. Okay. Packed full of flavor. We just got the water content out of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put them in this jar and put the lid on. And these aren't going to last. This group isn't going to last because we're just going to sprinkle these over our salads and eat them kind of like a crouton on the salads because they have such wonderful flavor. Okay, experienced food dehydrator or canner people, I got a question for you. Please leave a comment. How do I keep sticky stuff from sticking to my trays? Is there a spray I can put on there, or pre-treat my trays? Because these are sticking. I'm getting them off, and what I did was I put my vinyl cover down on the bottom to catch the small pieces, and I'll gather those together. Don't want to waste all this goodness, so I'm going to gather it into that jar. These are so good as just plain tomato chips. Nice snack food. And so I'm just keeping them in this jar, but I have 2 jars. One we're going to keep in this way, and the other one we're going to actually powder up in my Vitamixer food mill. This is the grain mill for solid foods or hard foods, hard dry. Take the lid off. Ooh, is that powerful. Powerful. I got a lot of tomatoes to go to fill this jar up, but that's tomato powder, and that is great for seasoning soups. So that's another way to process tomatoes with your the mill that comes with your Vitamix. Because we're going to be using these over the next couple of months. I think these will probably last 2 weeks. What do you think? They are really, really tasty, and I have some more tomatoes ripening in the greenhouse that I've salvaged, and I'm going to learn about how to and what to do with green tomatoes, because I remember watching a movie called Fried Green Tomatoes, and I was always intrigued by what to do with green tomatoes and frying them. And then we'll just put them in the cupboard. But that's my experience with dehydrating tomatoes. So if you could leave a comment on what you guys come up with on keeping those tomatoes from sticking to the surface of those trays, I'd be greatly appreciated. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I want to thank you for tuning in and watching my successes and my failures here on the homestead. Please stay tuned for more videos. You could do that if you're not subscribed. You can just subscribe, and it keeps you automatically updated with new videos as I produce them and upload them. You can also find me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit, Google+, and you can also find us in an episode running in reruns on Discovery Channel called Homestead Rescue. Our episode's titled Honey, I Torched the Homestead. I'll see you guys in more videos. Bye bye.